In this video, we're going to talk about 4.2 Objective 3, where we describe the exact shape of distributions by thinking critically about real-world processes. Question 1, let's determine whether the following statement makes sense or is clearly true or does not make sense or is clearly false, and explain clearly. There's much more variation in ages of high school teachers than the ages of high school students. That makes sense because generally high school students are all the same age in each grade, while teachers can vary different ages depending on where they are in their careers. Question 2 says, for the distribution described below, complete parts A and B. Below, the annual incomes of all those in the statistics class, including the instructor. So we would expect the distribution to be unimodal, that there would be one most common income, and that would be from the students that probably shared a common income. And the distribution is not expected to be symmetric. The teacher salary is going to pull the mean to the right of the median, so we expect it to be right skewed. There we go. Since the teacher salary is going to be significantly larger than the salaries of the students, that's why we expect that. For the distribution described below, complete parts A and B, the heights of 250 randomly selected female statistics students. How many modes would we expect? We would expect one. And would you expect the distribution to be symmetric, left skewed or right skewed? We would expect it to be symmetric. We would think that this would be normally distributed, with some short people, some tall people, and a lot of people in the middle who are average. For the distribution described below, complete parts A and B, the weights of 240 airline passengers, consisting of 80 children aged 9 to 11 and 160 adults aged 18 to 55. So there's two very different groups of people here. So we might expect two different modes, one for the children and one for the adults. Would we expect the distribution to be symmetric, left skewed or right skewed? We would expect the mean to be of all of the weights of the passengers to be pulled to the right by the weights of the adults away from the children, because they don't have as much weight. Literally, they have less effect on the mean. So we would expect this to be right skewed. For the distribution described below, complete parts A and B, the ages of 1,000 randomly selected patients being treated for dementia, we would expect that to be unimodal. And would we expect it to be symmetric, left skewed, or right skewed? We would probably expect it to be left skewed here, because we would expect the mean to be below the median in this case. For the distribution described below, complete parts A and B, the ages of adults, those who are 18 or older who visit the National Air and Space Museum. So the distribution is probably unimodal, probably only has one mode, and we would expect this to be right skewed, that there would be people who would be much older who would visit the museum, who would pull the mean to the right. So and then D, for the distribution described, complete parts A and B, the net worth in dollars of female movie actors. we would expect one mode for that. And we would probably expect that there would be some big income earners, big net worths that would pull the mean to the right, and that this is probably going to be right skewed. All right, that's it. We'll come back next time and we'll talk about 4.2 Objective 4. See you for the next video.